Hey everybody, I'm Zach,
And I'm Jesse.
and you're watching Tesla Time News
Episode 103.
on Now You Know. Don't forget to stay tuned to the end of the show. We're going to do a giveaway, Jesse. All right, we've been talking about FUD a lot lately. Now it's time for some Tesla Semi-FUD.
Is this kind of FUD? No, we're talking about the Tesla semi-truck. Of
Right.
course.
FUD being thrown at the semi-truck.
Yes.
So Alan Schaefer, who's the executive director at the Diesel Technology Forum Trade Group, sounds like I'd like to join that
That's
group.
a fun. Ooh, I can't wait to
Ooh,
see.
let's go to their conference.
Yeah.
He says it's easy if you're just coming into this market to say they're $1.50 per mile and we can do it for $1.20, but where's the proof? I haven't seen it.
Good point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what? I did see it.
Yeah.
I climbed in it.
Yeah.
It's the Tesla semi-truck. Then John Mills, a spokesman for the engine maker Cummins, also commented.
Right now, we don't think it's viable. Electric trucks are more viable when you have shorter routes, less loads, and you're able to recharge. Oh, good point. Right now, this second that you're watching it, maybe, where are all the mega chargers? Oh,
Right.
and where are all the electric trucks?
Good point. Now I'm scared to buy one.
Oh, no, because right now, there aren't that many of them. And all of the ones that we've seen from other manufacturers don't really have the range, and they don't really have the fast charging or anything like that.
He added, diesel will be the primary option for heavy-duty trucking markets, long haul especially, for a decade or more.
That's weird because Cummins, which is a massive diesel engine manufacturer,
Right.
is also working on its own electric trucks. They recently acquired an electric drivetrain startup called Bramo.
Why would they do that if that's...
If it's not viable. So I think that he can still say that honestly, and just that Bramo has been given 10 years to slowly build and develop electric trucks, which is possible. They could be giving them very small
they'll wait
budget.
10 years and then they'll start to compete with Tesla semi-trucks.
I don't know.
That's a good playbook move.
And here's what's actually happening in the world today. The Tesla Semi has been spotted at J.B. Hunt, which is one of the largest trucking companies. They own 12,000 trucks and 100,000 trailers, and they were one of the first to order the Tesla Semi.
Smart.
And Elon actually commented on Electric's post. He said, "What's cool is that this was driven across the country alone, no escort or any accompanying vehicles, using the existing Tesla supercharger network and an extension cord." So right now, you can drive across the country using the Tesla supercharger network, which is something that we've done in not a Tesla truck, but in a Tesla. So it's like totally feasible. And they haven't even installed the mega chargers yet.
Right.
It's clearly FUD because it's fear, uncertainty, and doubt just being cast with no backup, no data. It's just, I don't think they can do it.
But it doesn't work that way. You
Right.
don't need to back up what you say. You
Right.
just say something.
I don't think
like,
that this can work.
You just say whatever you feel like, and then everyone goes, "Oh my gosh!"
Oh wow, he knows about trucks.
Because
he knows about diesel trucks. He knows so much about diesel trucks. I guess he's right. No, he's not right because he doesn't know a damn thing about the Tesla semi-truck
right.
because he said he doesn't know a damn thing about the Tesla semi-truck.
And if there was anything behind this, then when Tesla drove it to all these companies to show them what they're going to be getting, they would have said, "Oh, cancel my order."
Yeah.
Guess what? They didn't.
No.
Tesla karaoke.
You mean karaoke?
No, karaoke.
Karaoke?
Yeah, check this tweet out from Ashley. She said, "Hi, Elon. Know you're busy, but please ask the engineers for a karaoke mode that I can activate when my Model 3 is in park that shows the lyrics to the songs playing on the stereo. Cool, thanks." Elon said, "Tesla car karaoke hopefully ready in over-the-air software update version 10. Just played Missile Command, Asteroids, and Lunar Lander in version 9. Really fun."
Okay. All right. Listen. Okay.
Over-the-air updates
This is
are
awesome. It's awesome. But do we need all this stuff? Do we need all these games and gimmicks?
Well, I don't. Yes. I don't know.
All the jalopnik and the sports car writers, they're all gonna make fun of it. They're gonna say, "Oh, it's so stupid. I just want a car that drives.
Yeah,
I
sure.
just want a car that."
That's the
makes
beauty of
loud
Tesla.
noise."
You can have that, and you can play your games and
Yeah.
sing in the car. So yes, Ashley, you can have
That's
that.
fantastic. So this is a Finnish startup called Q Yachts, and this is the Q30 electric day cruiser. So they use Ocean Volt technology, which is a manufacturer of electric propulsion systems for sailboats. John Kalman, the founder, has been working in stealth mode on this project for several years.
Oh, so that's why I didn't hear about it.
So it has a 20 kilowatt motor for cruising speeds of about 9 knots, a max speed of 15 knots.
Nice.
It's 9.3 meters long, and you can get it with either the 30 or 60 kilowatt hour battery pack.
So how long can you go?
With the 30 kilowatt hour, you can expect a cruising range of about 42 nautical miles and 22 nautical miles at max speed. The 60 kilowatt hour battery pack will increase that to 80 and 40 nautical miles. So
Wow.
not
That's
not
a perfect
that bad.
day cruiser.
Right. And you just went on an electric sailboat, and
I
I'm
did.
insanely jealous.
Yep.
And tell me, so you've been on other sailboats
Yes.
with diesel motors in them.
Well, you know what? We'll get to this when we get to Be Free.
Okay, all right. We'll talk about this later.
But Q Yachts, if you want someone to test out your boat, just give us a call.
Yeah, I know how to boat.
I know how to boat. Jesse, have you seen the new Kalashnikov CV1?
Okay, whoa. We cannot talk about guns. This is YouTube.
I'm not talking about guns.
I don't even think I can say guns on YouTube.
I'm not talking about GUNs. I'm talking about the Kalashnikov CV1. It's an electric car.
The CV1?
Yeah, check this out. This is built on the old Soviet Kombi. It has a 220 kilowatt electric motor, and they don't talk about the battery pack yet, but they claim it can go 350 kilometers or 217 miles of range, and it can go 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Their director of communications said, "We are talking about competing precisely with Tesla because at present it is a successful project in the field of electric vehicles. We expect to at least keep up with them."
Okay, I mean, listen, if Kalashnikov is making an electric car, you know that's the way that the world is going.
Exactly.
I mean,
They're like, this whole military thing isn't working out for us.
Right.
Let's go
skip the
sustainable.
tanks, let's build some cool electric cars. And I think it looks cool.
It does.
I don't think I've seen a Kombi before.
No.
Because I live in America.
So what is this about predictive navigation?
Yeah, so have you seen Minority Report?
Yeah.
It's just like that. If the villain had put, like, to do the crime in his calendar.
Wait, so the Model 3 is going to soon be able to tell if I'm going to commit a crime?
No, I'm sorry. This is a little off topic. Sorry. No. The Tesla, if you have something in your calendar and it has a location, the Tesla will soon be able to predict where you are going to need to go, your destination, based on what you have in your calendar.
Oh, okay. So if I was going to meet you for lunch at some new restaurant that I've never been to, I get into the car and it's like, you want to go to that new restaurant?
Right, because you put it in your... I sent you a calendar
that's
invite,
cool.
and I included the location.
Okay. But I don't have to worry about it predicting that I'm going to kill anybody.
Not that
Yet.
I know of, right. Not yet.
All right, so we all know that Harley Davidson's going electric. I mean, we've been hearing about this, right?
I mean, yes, but I still can't believe it. Can't even wrap my head around it. It's such an American, such a beef... It's the loudest thing on the road.
Right.
What else is louder?
They're going
on
to
the
go
road?
from the loudest to the quietest, I guess.
I guess. That's quite a switch.
So Matt Levitich, the CEO of the Milwaukee-based company, said the new products were designed in response to changing times.
Last month, Harley-Davidson unveiled its first ever electric motorcycles and an electric bicycle.
That's cool. Yeah, and earlier this year, the company announced that they're investing in the electric motorcycle company Alta Motors. Yeah, and we're covering Alta Motors, their dirt bikes, coming out in a video soon.
Yep.
So the company revealed plans to promote its motorcycles in emerging markets, with a small motorcycle model coming out in India in the next 2 years, and then a series of middleweight bikes in 2020 in Europe, and an expansion of ranges and distribution in China. According to its 2018 second quarter report, released just last week, Harley's domestic sales fell 6.4% from the same period in 2017.
Wow.
This is because their riders are aging.
Yep.
And now I think Harley gets it. They need to replace those big loud bikes, those ice bikes, with electric bikes.
And it's funny how they're starting in India and China. I think that's a smart way to do it, because in India and in China, there are not the typical biker gangs
yet.
But soon they'll be on these very quiet motorcycles
Better way to...
in India and China.
Better way to sneak up on your prey, right?
It's true.
So our friend Chris was at the Melbourne Tesla showroom last week when it debuted the Model 3. Special thanks to Chris here. You can check out his video of the event here. And get this, Jesse, 1,000 people were there on the first day checking out the Model 3.
This is amazing. Okay, because there are plenty of videos on YouTube where you can see the Model 3 in all of its delicious details.
But people want to see it. They want to
people
get
want
in
to
it.
see it. They want to get in it. And this is Australia. 1,000 Australians, that's like a good chunk of the population of Australia. I mean, Australia
Right.
is a very small population-wise country.
And they've got 7,000 reservation holders for the Model 3 in
Right.
Australia. And this car isn't even coming out there until mid-2019.
Right. So like this is the point that I think that a lot of people don't understand, which is the demand. There is so much demand for the Model 3. There's demand in Europe. There's demand in Asia. There is demand, of course, in Australia. And this is all demand that cannot be fulfilled right now.
Right.
Right now, there are no cars being shipped over there. Canada is lucky. United States, we're very lucky to be getting this car right now. The demand is there. And it's like, again, they're production limited. It's awesome. It's so exciting.
It really is. A little bit of FUD we got to report on here on the Model 3. This is from Business Insider. They're like the number one FUD rucker right now. And they are reporting that internal documents show that Tesla had to rework more than 4,300 of the 5,000 Model 3 vehicles it built during the last week of June when it hit its critical production target.
Right.
First of all, who cares?
Right.
It's a factory.
Right. Car companies generally did it this way. You'd build the cars, then you'd test the cars, and then you'd be like, you know what? This needs a little bit of tweaking. This needs a little bit of that.
In fact, if anything, that shows you what good quality control they have at the factory.
Right. This new method, it's a very Japanese method of making cars with just no errors and it just flies down the line. Takes 7 years to set up. To get a good factory line where there are no reworks needed, takes about 7 years. So to say like, oh, what the heck? In 7 months you couldn't come up with something? It's like, it's completely blown out of proportion, completely wrong.
But one good piece of news came out of this, which is that there's been a 30% labor reduction on the Model 3. As they've been able to get more automation, they've been able to reduce labor, which reduce costs.
Right. And I mean, there has been so much FUD and so much negativity thrown about, you know, the 5,000 a week number, how much stuff they had to go through to get to that. But it's like, so what? I mean, yeah, it was hard. They needed to get the 5,000 a week. Would it have been better if it was like, oh, it was so easy, the 5,000 a week? You know, I'm just on vacation and, you know, I'm just hearing from all of the guys on the floor that, you know, making 5,000 a week was easy. You know, like, would that be better?
Right.
I don't quite understand it. They're working very hard. That's a quality that I think we all admire, and they're making the best car in the world. So
right. What's going on in this video, Jesse? I don't get it.
This is the BMW i3.
Yeah, I get that.
It's an electric car.
Electric car, I get that.
Yep.
And then I see that he's living in a cabin.
He lives in a cabin.
He makes cheese.
He milks cows.
Yep.
He's also a
He's a businessman because I see that.
Is he a businessman? I don't understand.
And then
because no, he switched to a businessman.
Yeah, no, he's like a businessman. He makes cheese, and that's his business. He's driving down to the town. He's cutting the cheese and delivering it. But the way he's cutting the cheese is
he's got it plugged into his i3. How about that?
Interesting.
You can't do that with any other car.
I don't think you can do it with this car yet. It says the BMW i3 carries much electricity on board, often even more than what is needed for driving. This video shows what could be done with it. The BMW i engineers are working on it, and they don't tell us when it's coming.
So this is just like an idea that they have.
Yeah, and it's a great idea.
It's a great idea. I
just want to make fun of a couple things.
Okay.
One is the way you presented it to us. Like, why not present it in the way that normal humans would use the car, like go camping and use electricity when you go camping?
You don't make cheese at home and then need to cut it with a big deli grade cheese slicer?
No.
You don't have one of those in your house?
Well, like, for instance, he lives in a cabin up at the top of a hill. That would have been a great place to show that he needs some electricity, right? But instead, he goes down into a town that has electricity.
Don't worry about it. That's fine. No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Can't think about it too much.
Okay, I'm just saying it just shows that BMW engineers, I don't know. Okay.
Look, they all grew
I'm not
up
making fun
on
of the
mountains on top.
The engineers are great.
Okay.
But the management, like whoever came up with this commercial.
It's not the engineers, right? It's the film crew.
Well,
the,
it's the
production company.
It's the communications department. Like,
right.
Get a vision, a real.
Get a grip.
Whatever.
Get a grip.
Time for the lightning round.
Here we go.
You know, Jesse, the Gigafactory is always growing. And we just got some information that came out of an audit. Because the Gigafactory is in Nevada and it's getting some tax dollars from Nevada, there's an audit process. And we've just learned that right now, the Gigafactory 1 is producing 20 gigawatt hours of cell production. All this data is from the end of 2017. So, you know, it's 8 months old.
Yep.
But we learned that Tesla had 1,955 employees, Panasonic had 1,201 employees, and Tesla had 1,332 construction workers.
Wow.
We also learned that they are going to be getting the tax credit of $35.7 million this year because they have met their targets. And just to keep in mind, they've hired about 800 workers in the last quarter alone. So we're probably talking about a total of 4,800 employees at the Gigafactory.
Right. And the Gigafactory is now officially the largest factory in the world.
All right. So what's this one, Jesse?
So this is the Audi PB18 e-tron. This is what Audi presents as the radical vision for the high-performance sports car of tomorrow. Solid-state batteries, 570 kilowatt motor,
Wow.
an 800-volt charging system.
That's awesome.
Yes, no autonomous driving system.
Wait, what?
A monocoque position.
Wait, it holds one person?
95 kilowatt hours of battery for 500 kilometers of range. That's 310 miles.
That's a Model S.
And an 800 battery volt architecture, which
Okay,
will
so-
enable a 350 kilowatt charging capacity. 3 motors, 1 in the front and 2 in the rear, and they claim that it will enable 0 to 60 acceleration in about 2 seconds.
Wow. I mean, so impressive in some ways, kind of not so impressive in others. But,
In what way is it not impressive?
well, I mean, what I mean is a 95 kilowatt hour battery is what you could get right now in a Model S. And the 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, you can get that pretty much in a Model S-ish.
In the Roadster, absolutely.
Right. Is this a concept? Like, what?
Yeah, it's a concept. You can't buy it. And so, but I mean, look at this. You know, you drive it on the roads, right? And it's in road mode and you're over on the left. And then when you get to the racetrack, because that's presumably where you work, and then you can scoot into the center position and you can drive it like that.
But I can't ride with you anymore.
No,
I have to
get
get out.
Get out.
So, due to overwhelming demand for the Jaguar E-Type 0, Jaguar has said that they're going to start making this electric car.
Right. Now, you might have seen it if you watched the royal wedding of Harry and Meghan, because they drove away in an electric Jaguar E-Type.
Yeah, it's based on the 1968 Series 1.5 Jaguar E-Type Roadster. It will be available in 2020. It'll have a 40 kilowatt hour battery that enables a real-world range of 270 kilometers, or about 170 miles, has a 220 kilowatt motor, and its total weight will actually be lower than the original E-Type.
Once you take away all the exhaust and the engine and the gas tank and all that crap.
So, what is this?
So this is the Infiniti Prototype 10. So earlier this year,
Yeah, but does it have a cool name? What's its name?
it's the Prototype 10.
Oh.
It's just Prototype 10.
Oh, so it's just a concept.
Yes. So this is a concept. And just to remind you, earlier this year, Infiniti announced that it will be going electric starting 2021.
That's great.
No, this just means that they're going to begin electrification of all new models, not existing ones, introduced after 2021. We'll have an electric powertrain.
But they're going to be all electric.
Or hybrid.
Oh.
So it's like, okay.
So they put all their energy into making this instead of putting their energy into making electric cars?
I'm sure it was a fun little project of some sort. But yeah, I mean, no one needs this car.
What's this one?
So this is the Opel GTX Experimental. It is a compact SUV. As long as those sunglasses come with the car, I am all in for it.
Is the car moving at all? It looks like they're just moving the camera. Like, the car's just sitting there the whole commercial.
Don't worry about that.
Do you get the lip gloss too? The yellow lip gloss? Does that come with it?
Okay, again, don't worry about it.
Is this car aimed just only at millennials? Is that what this is about?
I don't know. Opel's going to be coming out with 4 electric vehicles, battery electric and plug-in hybrids by 2020, and complete electrification of its lineup by 2024.
Wait a minute. Okay, slow down.
Yeah.
It's now 2018, I think. So 2024 is 6 years away.
Yep.
why do we keep hearing this number that comes up 2024? Like we're going to be
2020, 2024.
We're going to be completely electric in 6 years.
like why 6 years? Why is it always 6 years?
Could it be because the average management tenure at a company is 6.3 years? So everyone's going,
Perfect.
how can I solve this problem? We can't divest faster than 10 years at best. What are we going to do? I have an idea. I am going to put it on someone else's plate. I'm going to say that we're going to do it in,
And I'll be gone.
in 6 years. And by then, I'm
be
going to be
working
working
for
for Tesla. Check out this one. This is the Vision EQ Silver Arrow show car.
So Mercedes is making this car. How do you get in it?
Well, the thing goes up.
Okay.
It's not a door. But you know, don't you remember the record-setting W125 car from 1937? You don't remember that one?
No. But,
Looks like this. Huh?
okay, but what
you
does
don't
that
remember
have,
that?
What does that have to do with the Vision?
It was legendary.
Okay.
This is an homage to that.
Wait, the Vision is an homage to the W125?
Yeah.
What, they look completely different.
No, they all have tires, right?
All right, well, give me the stats on this car.
Okay, so ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
550 kilowatt motor. That's 750 horsepower.
Sparky has that.
80 kilowatt hours. Enables a calculated range of over 400 kilometers.
Sparky has that.
Okay, so you're saying that basically this is the Model S with no useful traits
Or
or
an X.
or versatility because there's no trunk,
No, and it
there's
seats
no
one.
passenger seat.
So basically, their all-out car does worse than my Model X.
Right. Okay. Well, how about this one? How about
right.
this one? This one here. This one's an SUV. Ready?
okay.
Ready? All right. Let's watch this. So Mercedes-Benz is flipping the switch. On September 4th, we will present our first all-electric Mercedes-Benz
Do we-
model. What?
Do we have to do this story? I mean, they're not even giving us anything. They're just giving us a
Look at the
little-
headlight.
I know, another headlight story. I don't want to do another
Okay.
headlight
All right.
story.
Fine. We don't need to do that. Okay. How about this one?
Ooh.
Okay. This one is actually cool.
I like this.
The Easy Raider starts at $8,500. It is by DS Raider, which is an Israeli company.
Okay.
It's basically an ATV, an electric
That you stand
ATV
on.
that you stand on. It has two 1,200 watt motors and a 60 volt, 1.7 kilowatt hour battery, as well as 50 centimeters of suspension travel.
So is this why the U.S. Army and the Israeli Defense Force have been really interested? In fact, the U.S. Army bought some of these.
Right. It's apparently been used on a mission. You have a silent vehicle that can go 70 kilometers an hour
Over rough terrain.
over super rough terrain. It's
Wow.
just a no-brainer, right?
DS Raider, if you want us to check this out for you, we'll be glad
they
to.
don't care. 'Cause
They've
I'm
got
sure
military contracts.
If you're selling it to the military, they'll buy it for $100,000. They don't care.
All right, it's time for our video contributor stories. We got two this week. Our
Yep.
first one comes to us from Christopher in Germany, and he's answering Valentin's question that came from a few weeks ago.
Hi everyone, Christopher here from Germany. On one of the latest episodes, there was a contributor story from Valentin from Leipzig, Germany, and he spotted a Porsche at a destination charger. And his question was, did that work? So did he charge there, and is that allowed? Dear Valentin, let me try to give you an answer on that.
To find that out, I took my non-Tesla EV to a destination charger in the city center of your hometown, Leipzig. Okay, there we are, two Teslas to the left, and we park next to them. Let's give it a try to charge. And yes, it works. But is that allowed? Well, at every parking spot of a destination charger there is either a small red sign stating Tesla vehicles or a white sign stating electric vehicles, which also allows non-Teslas to charge here. And as you mentioned yourself, the green flashing light at the wall box shows you that the connected EV is currently charging. Which is a little better to see here at Zach and Jesse's wall charger. So in your example, the Porsche was, strictly speaking, not supposed to park there, and the green steady light showed that it was not even charging.
And regarding your last question, whether you can see any indication when a car charges or not at the car, I can tell you, for example, the i3 here, it doesn't show anything when it charges and it's locked. I know many other cars do that as well. I don't know it in particular for the Porsche. If someone knows, feel free to leave a comment here. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope I can help you out with that. Bye-bye.
Aha.
That was
Answered it.
Very
Thank you, Christopher.
deeply in depth. Excellent.
Our next one comes from Chris about Electrify America.
So hi, Zach and Jesse. This is Chris Kinman. I'm doing a review for you on Electrify America. Their headquarters is located right around the corner from my office, so I thought I'd do a favor and do a video review. Looks like there are actually 28 stalls here of various types, 1772, CCS, and CHAdeMO. The charge that's listed here is $1.30 per session, plus as it looks like about $1.80 per hour, and a 40-minute idle fee if you go past the grace period of 10 minutes. I did try to contact these folks to do an interview for you online, but they declined. Looks like a lot of their management team is from VW, BMW, and Audi ex-employees. And they have about $2 billion to spend over 10 years across the United States. So it looks like they're up for the challenge. I did notice that this is only about a quarter of a mile from the DC Metro, which is a new installation of the metro station on the Silver Line, which should help them a lot. There's only one place to eat here, only during business hours. So I think they're going to have to step up the development game here in this area. Anyway, I don't think it's a bad place, but I just think that nobody really knows quite much about it or about Electrify America. So now you know.
Interesting. That's a lot of charging with very few people.
Very few cars there.
there. Thank you for covering that for us, Chris. All right, it's time for our Patreon bonus stories. Go over to Patreon right now if you'd like, and for as little as $1 a month, you can watch our Patreon bonus stories. See you in a second. All right, we're back from our Patreon bonus stories. It's time for our shout-outs, Jesse. And don't forget that at the end of the show, on the end plate, we put all of our cool shout-out Patreons there.
Yep.
Because we want you to be recognized.
Yep.
So who do we got this week?
We have Erasmus Somer Pedersen,
Todd R. Lockwood,
Lucas Vlad,
Thomas J. Kemper, Chad Bryant,
Hennes van der Mirror, Bruce Birsch.
and Salius Victorovicius. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. I mean,
I'm sorry if we butchered your names.
yeah, sorry.
We did our best.
It's gonna happen.
It's time for Elon's tweet of the week. Check this out, Jesse. I thought this was CGI.
Nope, it's real.
Real.
That's the crew access arm at 39A. So
What does that mean?
up until this point, every Falcon 9 that they've shot off into space has had no people aboard. Mm-hmm. But now they need to put people on it, so you need a bridge to get the astronauts over to the rocket.
Okay.
This is huge because the last time that an astronaut has lifted off from American soil was the last space shuttle mission,
What?
which was a while ago. Yes.
How have we been getting in space since then?
Russian Soyuz capsules.
But that's Russian. Did we buy them?
No, we take off from Kazakhstan.
Wait, we rent them?
Yeah, we basically have been paying Russia to launch our astronauts into space.
Wait, so this new arm is going to be how American astronauts are going to get into an American capsule and launch from American soil?
Yeah, and other
America!
and other countries as well.
Yeah, I know.
But this is the new way to space.
Nice.
How exciting is
That's
this? I'm so excited for
That's
this
so
launch.
cool. All right, it's time for community mail time.
Community mail time.
Check this out, Jesse. One of our awesome viewers tweeted at Elon, and this was back in July, but and we reported on it actually. But Jay Pace tweeted at Elon. He said, "Will we get Kit-like AI in Tesla cars anytime soon? I'd love a little computer dude I could talk to in my Performance Model 3." And Elon said, "Yes." And guess what? That was our viewer, Jay Pace. So that must be so amazing.
And
I'm
I
totally
can't wait
jealous.
to talk to my little car dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
Check this out. Istvan sent us this clip of an Apple Maps car in Warrington, UK with 4 LiDARs on it, and it appears to be adding distance info to the maps for their self-driving car.
Interesting.
Thank you for sending that. Our friend Farzad in Toronto sent us these pics. The first shows a Nissan Leaf billboard. The second is a photo of the first new condo development in Toronto to offer EV charging at every parking spot. It's happening. Shane gets his new Model X.
Nice.
Congratulations. Hyundai has released the Kona electric SUV, and it seems to be challenging Elon on this billboard in Auckland, New Zealand, sent to us by our friend Alexander. Yeah, it says, your turn, Elon.
Okay. Wait till the Model 3 shows up. I mean, what do you want?
Or the Model Y.
Yeah.
Royal Charger. Our friend Wim went on vacation and visited the Royal Palace in Oslo, Norway, and saw this, a Royal Charger.
Wow.
It's even guarded by a royal guard.
That's...
I think maybe it's used by the king or something.
Wow.
And our friend Corby up in Alberta, Canada, is putting on an event to show off Teslas to people in the Caroline area. They're going to have a bouncy house, classic cars, and a learning session from the local fire department on how to deal with Teslas in an accident.
Wow. Very
Yeah.
useful.
Our friend Somi sent us this post that caught her eye from the Tesla Model 3 Facebook group. Not every day that your car helps you land a job. It says, today I went on a job interview and the final question was, are you comfortable with the crosstown commute? The interview ended with a test drive in my Model 3. I'd say I made an impression.
Oh, well, let us know if you got the job, Ashley.
And speaking of jobs, our friend Alex sent us this video. Check it out. What do you think? He could save SpaceX $60 million over the next 10 launches if he could help them catch the fairing.
Yes. I mean,
SpaceX, just give him a call, give him an
Just give him a
interview.
call,
I
right.
think it could be worth your while.
absolutely. So, I mean, hey, if you're watching, check it out.
And you know what, Jesse? We got these awesome mugs that
Yeah.
say 100th episode, and for the longest time, I couldn't figure out who sent them.
Right.
Our friend Jeff and his niece sent the mugs. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Jeff.
so much.
That was awesome of you.
So
We've been
nice.
enjoying them. All right, it's time for our Patreon viewer comments. And this week, we got a comment from Andy who said, I've been watching for a while now and recently became a Patreon. I have absorbed a lot of info, and it has both given me hope and changed my mindset towards how I want to approach life. Keep pushing forward.
Wow. Thank you so
I
much,
can't
Andy.
thank you enough, Andy, because this week, again, the mounting FUD, it's really just nice to have you Patreon patrons on our side.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you. All right, it's time for our Supercharger reviews. Take it away.
Hey guys, here we are in the Dalles, Oregon, at a 5-station supercharger where the blue car happened to be on the singleton of the stalls. The other two are paired. And around here, you don't have a whole lot. There's a hotel, and there's a Red Barn, has bathrooms and some drinks and things. If you want to walk about a quarter mile, there's a Subway, Burger King, all the other fast food things. This is an easy on-off of I-84, right in the Dalles, Oregon.
Just off the Florida Interstate at a service plaza, mile marker 264. And this charging station has 6 superchargers. It was built in 2014, 4 years old. So it's a rather old one. There's limited access because you have to access this from the Turnpike, Florida Turnpike. There are a few amenities here. There's Dunkin' Donuts, a KFC, a Wendy's, and a couple other cafes. So I would rank this as about a 5, just because of the limited access. If you're a local Orlando resident, you have to get on the Turnpike to stop by. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Hey, Zach and Jesse. Marcus Sherrill here for a supercharger review. We're at Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
And we're at an 8-stall supercharger here.
Excellent location.
Excellent location. There is all kinds of restaurants around here. There's an 8-stall, 1 pull-in. There is all kinds of shopping. If you can't find something to do here, then you've got something wrong. No problem. This is a very nice supercharger. I would say at least a 9.5 out of 10. Not perfect, but it is darn close. All right. See ya. Catch you guys later.
Hey, it's Vinny here at the Woodbridge Township Supercharger. I don't even know what these things are, nothing, but there's like a car over here. It's got a plug that goes into it. I guess that's like gasoline going in or something, some such, I don't know. Anyway, there's 8 of these things, and one of them seems to be like a pull-in over there. And over here you got a Wagamama, and no, what am I saying? You got a what is this? You got a Wawa. Over here you got an Aldi, and that's about it for food. But the good news is there's a gas station right there. That's what you really need, right? So I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. All right, see you later.
I liked all but the last one. He gave 10 out of 10 because it had a gas station.
What a jerk.
What's up with that guy?
I don't know.
What?
Weird.
Vinny. All right, well, we got new superchargers, Jesse. What do we got this week?
Number 423 in Europe, the 6-stall at Labenice, Austria.
The 6-stall in Laoheku, Yongtaotai, China.
The 6-stall in Jiantao, Zon 100 Mall, China.
And number 223 in China is the 10-stall at the Dongguan Vanke Center in China.
And number 1,349 in the world and 561 in the USA, the 16-stall urban supercharger in Atlanta at the Lenox Square in Georgia.
All right, now for Be Free this week, we're up to 39 companies, and Jesse and I heard about this company, Sunlight Conversions, down in New Jersey. Matt was offering to take any Elon employee out for an electric sailboat ride. And we were like, okay, this is either the most cool thing ever or it's a scam. So guess what I did, Jesse?
What did you do?
I went down to New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I went on an electric sailboat ride, and it is legit. Matt is the best captain.
Yeah.
That boat was so much fun. We took a ride from New Jersey all the way up into New York Harbor. We made an episode about it. And Matt's dying to meet you, so you should get down there too.
Okay.
And if you're an Elon employee, call up Matt. If you have a boat and you would like to take out your stinky diesel engine and put in an electric motor, it was the best thing ever. It was the quietest, cleanest, awesomest ride I've ever had in a sailboat.
But I mean, people get seasick, right, on these boats.
You know one reason why I think people get seasick?
Why?
Are the fumes. If you're smelling diesel fumes, like have you ever been like on a ferry or something and it's like, just the smell makes you queasy?
You're a little dizzy.
Once you get that out of the mix, it's quiet. There's no vibrations. It was such a wonderful trip, and Matt's such a wonderful guy. So yeah, check out Sunlight Conversions.
Awesome. And, check out all the rest of our Be Free companies. We're up to 39 companies.
I know. I want to get to 100 people. Let's do it.
So exciting.
Let's do it. All right. We always like to point out a past video we did, and this one just came out last week. This is Vinny and Ronnie G telling you why you shouldn't buy a Model 3. So
why are we even promoting this on this channel? I don't understand. You guys are going to have to go watch it and, maybe give that video a dislike. I don't know. We'll have to see. Don't though, because that would just YouTube. It's so stupid.
All right, it's time for a Patreon giveaway, Jess.
It's the Patreon giveaway.
We're giving away Skytropolis, and we are also giving away this.
What is this?
This is Elon's Musk.
What?
It is made with real musk. It is an air freshener for your car.
Yeah, that's from Evanex.
So you can put this on your
Wow.
Oop.
All right. Well,
Can't
let's
put that
give
one
this.
on there.
Let's give this one a spin.
A whirl.
Yeah. So how do you get in the bingo bag box?
So if you support us on Patreon, every dollar that you support us with gets turned
Can I pull it
into
this
a
week?
card. Yes. Let's
All right.
see what we have.
Going
Uh-oh.
deep.
One of them fell out. I have to throw it back in.
All right.
Let's
This
see
is the
what we
one I'm
got.
pulling out. All right.
Okay.
Who we got here? Jonathan Richard.
All right, Jonathan Richard, you have won Skytropolis and Elon Musk.
And what's Skytropolis again?
Skytropolis is a game that you can get on Steam. So, Jonathan, you can get a free Steam key to Skytropolis. You build your own mega city, and you can use all renewable energy to power it.
That sounds fun.
Very fun.
And if you'd like to support us and you don't want to, do anything silly, you just want to go to Amazon and do your regular shopping, just use our Amazon affiliate link, and it helps us out a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything.
Right.
Also, if you want to get a Model S or X or a Performance Model 3, use our referral link, and you will get a ride.
A test ride in the next generation Roadster with the SpaceX package. It's going to be a mind-boggling ride. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
And I mean, time is ticking.
I know.
You're not going to be able to get. You're also getting free supercharging, by the way. That's also included. But that's not going to last forever.
No.
So
September 16th.
So use our referral code, get that free supercharging, get that free.
And I just
test
love
ride.
looking over here and seeing all the names that go by. Like, there's so many cool people over here. They're just like flying by as we're yapping. And the other thing I just want to point out is if you want to just listen to us, you can listen in your Tesla on TuneIn. We're a podcast as well. So you can go to Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, or TuneIn in your Tesla. And we're right there. And it's kind of fun to listen to us, and you don't have to see us. Which is an added benefit.
All right, and just keep in mind, if you want to try your hand at Tesla Semi Racing, you can sign up for the Tesla newsletter using our referral code.
Wait a minute.
And you'll win a chance to race a semi.
What did you just say?
You can race a semi truck just by using our referral code to sign up for the Tesla newsletter.
And it's free?
Costs no money, and you might be able to race.
But we're already going to do that.
We're already going to do it, so you're going to have to beat my time.
Wow.
All right. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Tesla Time News. We do it every single week for you guys.
Yeah, we do.
We hope that you enjoy it. Give the video a like. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because YouTube might hide it away from you forever, because we don't know how YouTube works. It's just crazy. It's like aliens.
It is a lot
use
like
it. But
aliens.
anyway, thank you so much for watching. Now you know.